I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
Yeah, what's going on, y'all? I'm going to talk about this real quick. The legal, what I hope the legal consequences of this trial. Um, I believe that Kamala Anthony was railroaded. I don't believe it. I think I'm 10 toes down on the idea that he was railroaded by um, the system, by Collin County, Texas. And I think that because of the railroading, I'm glad that they are going to file an appeal. All right, that they filed an appeal to it. So that's one thing. But my main concern is beyond um, beyond Kamal Anthony and Austin Metcalf's and their respective families. We have a culture that needs to be cleaned up. Everything that was presented on the streets surrounding the courthouse was a cesspool of grifting, rabble rousing, and demagoguery. And because of that, I believe because of social media itself, I think they tainted. I believe that they tainted the what's going on, Char Willie. What's going on with Char Willie? So I believe that they tainted the jury pool and jury selection, or they had the hand in it, right? Because they are creating a powder keg. I believe it's high time to sue. I think there needs to be a class action lawsuit against the social media companies that engineered the events outside of these courtrooms. You got that guy. What's that guy? Yang guy, the January 6th person. I'm glad that he got locked up talking about he wanted to lynch um Karmelo Anthony, the defendant. I'm glad that they got him, but the problem is y'all should have got him a long time ago. But the social media companies allowed this Yang. What's his name? Char Willie, the white boy that was Char Willie. You might know who I'm referring to. Um, he ran for. He's from Florida. He's currently running for office in Florida. He's part of. You know what? His name is Lane, whatever his name is. Yang Lean, okay, whatever his name is, right? He was part of January 6th. The thing is, social media companies allowed him to get away with stuff, right? And if the community guideline says no hate speech, against anybody based on their race, religion, and so forth, he should be the first one to go. But he gets on Rumble and say any old damn thing about black people. Now, though, he talking about he wanted to lynch the defendant. See, there needs to be legal consequences of this, and I'm not just talking about him. People like Charleston White. Charleston White is also another one. He got away with Charleston White got sit there and try to get with the father of Karmelo Anthony and saying all this bullshit, and then getting with Anton Daniels and trying to sway that the boy's bad, the boy's guilty, while even the evidence being presented, again, potentially muddying the water. See, I'm of the belief when it comes to jurisprudence, I believe that opinions does not matter. I believe facts do. Facts matter, not your opinion. What is factual in this? Oh, a young man got stabbed. How did he got stabbed? What led up to him getting stabbed, and what happened after the fact? That should be the best thing. That should be the only thing that should matter. None of that conspiracy theory crap. Hold on, pull up on me. Oh, you doing a live stream later tonight? Because let me say something. I'm going to have to dress somebody on your panel. DJ, I'm going to dress someone on your panel because I find it odd. I find it odd about this one particular person who's on that panel. And I alluded to it the other day. You know what? I really want to dress that person because the thing is, this person don't even don't understand what respect is, and don't understand what stop trolling people. But I'm gonna address that later on. I'm gonna address that on your channel. But anyway, I'm glad though you're here. But anyway, let me get back to this Karmelo Anthony thing, right? But Charleston White in his involvement, and then those black activists. I forgot that that big with that I forgot his name too. They need to be sued. They need to face legal consequences behind this too. Preventing the facts from coming out. Not just the Metcalf family, not just the white conservatives, or I'm sorry, the black conservatives who likes to sit there and try to compound the issues of, the boy's automatically guilty, woo, 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 he's a monster. But also these so-called pro-black activists who created a problem for the defendant. They need to be held legally responsible for this. Money up the waters. So now that we got a boy, a young man, about to get $35,000. No, I'm not $35,000. 35 years rather in prison, and then have all these thousands of dollars the family's not going to receive. On the GoFundMe being raised by these agitators. See, the family of Carmelo Anthony sold their son out. They sold their son out. You know, they sold their son out, and then it was kind of like Trayvon and I forgot the other young man. You know, they got sold out. And here we are again, worrying about a black man being sent up to prison. You have another young black man being, being shot in the back. And he too is being sold out over a bottle of water. And these are the same people who come up on these YouTube panels. Also, people like, your Phil Devi show, your Tariq Nasheed, your Tim Black, Jason Black, the Black Authority, Vicky Dillard. All of these people will tell you don't vote. They'll tell you don't get involved. They'll tell you don't, we're FBA and we're ADOS, woo woo. They tell you all of that, right? They may want telling you don't get involved, but now these are the same ones up in the front of the camera telling you how bad it is that a young black person is being railroaded by the so-called system. I wish there was some legal remedy to address them. I wish there was something to be done to individuals like them, because they brought this out. They help white conservatives. They'll help white conservatives and black MAGA to demonize and slander anyone. And to a point where people are being railroaded in the courtroom. And that's the problem. I really, really want to see Google, Facebook to be called up and asked why y'all not abide by y'all terms of service and y'all's community guidelines. Because anybody can go to Twitter. Twitter is like the belly of hell, where you see the cesspool of white racists getting away saying any and everything about black people and anybody who is not white. Because I see them talk about Arabs. I see them talk about Hispanics. I see them talk about everybody. It's a cesspool. It's almost like going to Stormfront. It's like going to Stormfront and see, you go to the front. I remember one time with the Stormfront website. This is when they was playing Tommy Sotomayor videos over there. Yes. Stormfront which is a neo-Nazi website, was playing Tommy Sotomayor's um videos and live streams when he's going after black women. So I bet you nobody else don't even know about. There's only a few of us who know about that. Those of us who've been here long for a very long time, we know he was on Stormfront. Oh, I'm gonna spill my drink. That's why that nigga was trying to avoid that. That's why Sharon. That's why I don't like that bitch ass nigga Sharon. Because Sharon, I was gonna bring that up. All you niggas supposed to be pro black and everything else. Y'all need to let me dissect this nigga because he's running. But y'all want to, you know, y'all want to advertise the nigga. But anyway, back to the point. Um. So, um. So yeah. So that's why I want to see this in 2027. After this election, I want to see the social media companies to investigate these to be investigated on why they're not abiding by their hate speech rules in the terms of service. That's what I want to see. Okay, that's what I want to see, and bring up the manosphere and the BWE up too because they got to be investigated too. Okay, so yeah, but I lost my concentration because I meant to bring something else, but I lost what I was saying. But I'm gonna be on DJ Witch Doctor's channel because I got to confront somebody because I noticed some more bullshit's going on. But but anyway, and let me say this too while I'm here, because I'm gonna say something else. If you're going to make an accusation against somebody, make sure it's true. Make sure you can prove it. If you're going to accuse somebody of something, you better make absolutely true, clear on what you're talking about, and make absolutely sure clear you can prove it. And when I said prove it, not secondhand information, not a rumor that you got the rumor from this person and you got secondhand conversations from that person. No, you better have proof to this. Otherwise, I suggest you shut the fuck up. You the one who got a fucking problem. You listen to what? Some wise old story and that has been debunked because that person who you got it from is trying to cover up their situation, trying to take the heat off of them. You being a dumbass idiot, you going to believe what that person's telling you when that person been exposed to being a part of them, what you think I'm a part of. But anyway, back to the Carmelo Anthony thing because that really get on my fucking nerves about what somebody's trying to do so hard, but yet he too damn scared to confront me and shit because he's a piece of shit. But anyway, back to the point. I really hope after the Kamala Anthony thing and what happened to the child case in South Carolina and so forth, I hope there's a small part of y'all in this space to get politically active, because I said this for years. If you got a problem, and the irony of it is, Jeffrey Metcalf said it himself when he was calling y'all, calling black people, or make that racist comment on Karmelo and Anthony, calling black people. What's up on the second to last day of vacation? Oh, okay, okay. I was wondering why though, man. You didn't went live, man. Tomorrow, I was wondering why though you didn't went live. So, but I said this. You know, y'all better get politically active before they do, because I said this to y'all years ago. Okay, and what's the irony of it? I'm going back to where I was saying. Jeffrey Metcalf even said it like this, as he was saying all that racist shit about Karmelo and Anthony. He's right about one thing: when is black people? Oh, hold on, you in Houston? Oh, okay, okay, okay then. All right then. So he said, stop bitching and moaning and start doing something. Man, he's right. Austin Metcalf is right about that. You know, he's right about that. So I better not hear a damn thing about. I better not hear shit about um, the white man did this. I better not hear shit about white supremacy. I don't want to hear none of y'all talk about we're not voting. We're not doing this. The president is selected, not elected. I better not hear none of that shit for the next few months. From now on, because they got you distracted on bullshit. And a lot of y'all who trying to be this pro-black shit, y'all not. You know, y'all mostly anti-black. Most of these pro-blacks are actually anti-black. If you sit there and listen to them talk to them, well, don't do that. You know, putting out Neely Fuller. Why should I listen to Neely Fuller for? Why should I listen to the Claude Anderson? Claude Anderson fucked up his own shit up. Neely Fuller is telling people don't do anything. And yet, and then y'all keep regurgitating. And even the person who I just played, right? John Henry Clark on the intro of this, why y'all keep listening to him? Those people are no longer here. How about y'all be original and understand what's going on? See, some of these content creators need trauma. They need trauma. They need hopelessness. They need whatever the case that is, so they can make money off of you. That's why when every time I hear somebody saying that they're pro-black, or they're pro-woman, or they're pro-man, or this, that, and third, don't listen to them. That's the first thing they'll say. That let me know they should not be trusted at all. Oh, I'm B1. I don't trust you. I'm trying to create the new black media. I don't trust you. Because what y'all need is problems. Y'all need endless problems, endless aggravations, endless strife, endless division. so people can file in your cash apps, your super chats, those buy some ads to finance your show and nothing else. And it's kind of like Sharon. And I'm gonna keep put my boot on Sharon's neck. Over that Tommy shit. If everybody knew that Tommy was on Stormfront, y'all would be hosting Tommy Sotomayor. Y'all wouldn't. When Tommy pulled out that gun on that black woman over there in the what was it, I think the Fourth Ward or Dallas over that fender builder, y'all didn't want to hear that. Y'all didn't want to hear that shit. And let me also say something about pulling resources from black women, right? I want you to prove that shit. I'm saying to this little jackass out there, I want you to prove that shit. Because I know you're watching me and you won't appear up in this chat room. Because you're a coward. Because you is a self-hating ass black man. You hate yourself. And all you do is accuse people of shit that have nothing to do with what you own. But anyway, I know that people are down and people are being very emotional on about this case. For those who actually give a damn, right? I'm talking to those who actually give a fuck, right? I believe though this case will be repealed because they are working on the repeal right now. I believe there is hope in repeal on Carmelo Anthony, and I believe the appeal is going to be paramount on the character of the DA for one, the character of the DA and the character of the judge. Those who don't know, those who do not know, there was a sexual case, a sexual lawsuit against the district attorney. It was a federal lawsuit. And because of there is and I believe though that will help play a role in the appealing process. And it's kind of like the racist cop, that Hispanic woman who was a police officer in Houston who spew all that racist nonsense. You know, how many people were in jail because of her bias? And I believe it would be on the same for him. How many people got locked up or sentenced unfairly based on his of his character flaws? Now it may be now I was talking to Taz exclusives with this, but Taz was telling me um, it won't work. I believe it can because if there is a character flaw within the DA's office and within and also the judge as well, and plus though the whole idea of putting the defendant Kamala Anthony in the same position under the care of a warden by the name of Metcalf, who I believe is the uncle of the kid of the victim, and I don't think that's a good. I think that's cruel, unusual punishment. I file that under cruel, unusual punishment because if the person is warden of the prison where he's going to, now I'm not sure this Metcalf is, you know, if what I'm hearing is true, this should fall under cruel and unusual punishment because we don't know if this warden, whose name is Metcalf, might do something to or have a hand in doing something to this defendant unjustly. So if I was a lawyer or I was an activist, I filed a lawsuit on that accord, and filed it under for cruel and unusual punishment or so forth. I mean, I'm just saying, I try anything at this point, right? But also try to file the issue when it comes to what is and what isn't a tool, and what is a tool and what is a weapon. That's another case thing, and I'll also bring the case in action, the case on Allison case, where a similar case that happened in the same area. I use that as a legal precedent. Why did case in Allison got 10 years for what seemed to be premeditated against when he stabbed Joseph Ramirez, while Karmelo didn't have premeditation because the knife was in the bag. I'll bring that if I was a lawyer or I was doing some legal advice. I'll bring that up to set a legal precedent on that. I was talking to Taz about that, and he wouldn't. But nobody don't listen when I got the straight. They want to do this, the pro-black nonsense that I hear. And I'm tired of hearing y'all talk, because y'all just calling people, calling people crackers and calling people, white, doing those racial epithet statements, and y'all not solving anything. Y'all just regurgitating that pro-black hotep crap. So anyway, I'm gonna talk more about this later on, though. But yeah, let me get out of here.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.